Okay, the Brooklyn Big Nets is the big three for the big three for the Brooklyn Nets. Wow, what's wrong with me? It's here. They're playing right now. Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. So I finally get to see them all in action, and they're all playing right now. Um, it's 2-0. Cavaliers up by 2. Game has just started. Okay. How's everybody doing today? Okay, here come Irvin. All right. Hands off to Drummond. Kyrie Irving with a turnover, basically. It's a 4-0 lead now for Cleveland Cavaliers. Andre Drummond just scored twice. Kyrie Irving in the corner. Wow, Kyrie Irving. Woo! Kyrie Irving with a little crossover. Handles for Kyrie Irving. Hits a baseline shot. So Kyrie Irving is on the board now. Now it's 2-4. Nice move by Kyrie Irving. Oh, what's up? What's going on, Mike? How you doing? We're breaking down the Brooklyn Nets versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know, there was no way in hell they was going to put this game on national TV because it's the Cavaliers. And then if they know the big three for the Nets would be happening, they would have did it, though. Okay, Osman lays it up again. So the Cavaliers is up. It's 6-2 so far. The only time the Nets scored was off Kyrie Irving with that crossover shot. That's the second turnover for Kyrie Irving. He just runs into traffic and turns the ball over. You know, so that's a total of 2 turnovers for one Kyrie Irving. Only a couple days, Mike, between this football coming up. Yeah, you know it. You know it, Mike. I told you I was a big fan, man, ever since a kid. How did you like WandaVision, by the way? Did you even enjoy it? Forgot what your rating was on it. Now, I thought they dragged it out a little bit with the 70s feel a little bit. They could have cut that off, you know, but I understand what they were aiming at. It's a TV show, so they had to present it in that format. But it was definitely different, you know. No superhero-ish stuff going on. They should have had a little action going on in it, something, because at the end of the day, it is a TV show based off superheroes. You can't have a superhero show without no action. You know, I understand, you know, they had to put some comedy aspects to it, but you had to have some actions, had some fighting in it, you know, even if it's a little, because you're just getting started off. Next, got a 7-6 lead over the Cavs. Just like that, the Nets come back into the game. Jeff Green hits a 3. Now they're back in the game. Yeah, I mean, I like the build up, you know, but nevertheless, they still got to put something in there, though, you know, because what you're doing is you're only pleasing hardcore Marvel fans with that. The casual is going to look at that and be like, hey, man, this is supposed to be a show based off superhero characters. I already lost interest, you know. They're just copying old comedy shows. You know, it's not what we came to watch. You know, so I could see how some people get turned off by it, you know. I understand what Marvel trying to do. They're trying to make different entertainment with different categories, you know. Like they're gonna try to turn Doctor Strange into a horror movie, but you still can't forget the core. All these are still based off comics, and they still superhero movies. So you can only go so far with property like this because at the end of the day, you still got to follow the format of superhero movies. Anyway, it's 6-7 first quarter, and the Brooklyn Nets are up by 1 point. So far, they're up by 1 point. Jack quick already. They made a comeback. They were trailing. Then all of a sudden, Jeff Green hits a three, and it goes all the way to they get their 7 points. So 7-6, Brooklyn Nets up by 1. I suspect the Brooklyn Nets to blow this game off the hinges and win. You know, they're showing commercial break right now, so we're not back to the action. You know. Jeff Green has 5 points. Kyrie Irving has 2. So that's where your scoring is coming from. Your starting lineup is Kyrie Irving, James Harden, DeAndre Jordan, Jeff Green, and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant right back to the 3. And now you got Jeff Green playing the 4 in today's game. What's up, Eric? Yeah, the Mavs in the first game right now. 16-13 for the Mavs game. Larry Nance gets a dunk. So now the Brooklyn Nets keep turning over the basketball. So now they're pitting Cleveland. Making Cleveland get put back in this game. So Cleveland is back on top. So here come the Nets. Irving to Durant. Right wing jumper for Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant hits a jumper off a pass from Kyrie Irving. So it's 9-8 so far. Brooklyn Nets up by 1 point, 9-8. Here come Drummond. Across the lane, sweeping hook. And nothing for Andre Jordan. And Andre Jordan, bounce pass in transition, gets a dunk. So that's 11-8 so far, Brooklyn. Brooklyn may blow this game off the hinges. I think Kyrie going to go for at least like 25 tonight because they're going to want to get into a rhythm and they're going to want Kyrie to keep scoring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, isn't it weird, Tay, that we calling Zach now out when Brooklyn plays because he's now a Brooklyn Nets fan. Salute Octavius. Yeah. Kyrie has about 2 points. Mm-hmm. Oh, now to change that, Kyrie Irving just hit a 3. So he has 5 points now. Just when I said he had 2, he hits a 3. 14-10 so far. Kyrie Irving is cooking with 5 points. And DeAndre Jordan with an alley-hoop slam again. So Kyrie Irving has 5 points. Kevin Durant has 2. James Harden has 0. He has yet to take his shot. Yeah, he took the last shot on Monday and missed. That was bad IQ on his play. He should have just went to the basket and tried to tie the game. But he went for the win. I would have just went to tie for a game. Go to your strengths. Go to what you do best and send the game into overtime and close it out. The Cavaliers had nothing to do. They had James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving on a fast break. What you going to do with that? They had nothing to do with that. Couldn't stop that at all. 6-man row. That's the most dumbest thing I have ever heard. Why would Kyrie Irving take a six man row? Man, Kendrick Perkins must be on some LeBron James play row. He be capping a lot. He says the stupid stuff. It's nothing wrong being a LeBron fan, bro. But come on. I mean, what are you even talking about, my brother? Here comes Joe Harris. He's in the game right now. 18-13. Sexton fouls Kyrie Irving. He was trying to handle Kyrie Irving. He's sitting there poking his chest out on Kyrie, trying to stop Kyrie. Ends up just fouling the guy. So Kyrie Irving will go to the free throw line. Yeah, the Nets are the new big three, without a doubt. They're the first new big three team ever, until somebody else comes out with a big three. Yeah, I guess they was. You know, I just thought it was a bad decision when the game was on the line. I wouldn't shoot the three. I would have tied the game and went to the basket, you know? But nevertheless, LeBron went for the shot. He tried it. It's better than him passing the ball. I'd rather have you take a shot and miss than don't do nothing at all. You know, at least he tried the shot. He take it. You know, 20-13. Oh, 20-15. Nets up by 5 points. Joe Harris hits a three ball. It's 23-13. I mean, 23-15 is your score so far. So, all right. So what we got here is, let's see what the score is. So no, it's 23-15. So the Nets are holding on to a good lead. Durant misses a foul line jumper. Durant fights off Allen to get the rebound. KD takes it left. Down the lane. KD. Ooh, Jared Allen blocks Kevin Durant. Jared Allen just blocked Kevin Durant. Woo. What up, T? What it do? Loyalty T probably be here for that NFL game. I know he's gonna be watching it, man. What it do, T? T killing it out there in Reno. Are you back in Cali yet? 23-15. That's in front of the Cavaliers. My assessment of this big three so far, they committing a lot of turnovers. But Kyrie and Kevin Durant showing some good chemistry. Kyrie hit Kevin Durant off for a shot. James Harden seems to be the odd man out in this game so far. He hasn't taken a shot. He's kind of just going through the flow, going through the emotions. Yeah, Mike, that's a bold statement. I don't know if Luka could do that, but hey, you never know. It may happen. Who knows? So the score line. Hold on, let me get back. I just lost score of the game. Okay, so Kyrie Irving has 7 points now. I said before, Jeff Green with 5, DeAndre Jordan with 6, Kevin Durant with 2, and James Harden with 0. So he has 2. He has 4 assists though. So James Harden is trying to become the third man in here. If you take a look at it, James Harden is the guy that's trying to make adjustments. He's trying to play point guard. He's not looking for his shot. He has over 4 assists already. So he's the odd guy that needs to fit in. It looks like Kyrie Irving is taking over the offensive duties with Kevin Durant. Looks like they want to score more than James Harden. So this was something I wanted to see how it's going to play out. Like how is Kyrie Irving and James Harden going to fit? What roles are these guys going to be playing? You know, and looks from the start here, James Harden is still playing like a point guard, while Kyrie Irving, is still, even though he's supposed to be the point guard, he's not really playing the point guard role. He's been attacking the basket and looking to score since this game began. You know, yeah, Tune should be here pretty soon. Oh yeah, hey, that's going to be a good duo, Mike. Porzingis and Luka is going to be a good duo for years to come if they stay healthy. Nets a 23-17 lead over the Cavaliers. Larry Nance Jr. has 4 points. He's the high man so far. Jared Allen did block Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant going towards the basket. Jared Allen got a block on him. He got a little piece. There's a guy on the Cavaliers named Prince. Tayshaun Prince, right? Not Tayshaun Prince. You know, I can't pronounce this guy's first name, but his last name is Prince. Here come Prince with the rebound for Cleveland. 23-17 is your score so far. All right, Mike. Enjoy that Dallas game, man. I know that's what you're doing. Mike is a Dallas Mavericks fan. Bruce Brown with the rebound. Oh, and Allen rejects somebody again. Perry gets rejected by Allen. Now, Jared Allen was the guy that Brooklyn Nets had to give up. So they're missing that defense that Jared Allen brought. Jared Allen was a great rebounder and a great defensive player. And now you're starting to see his defense going up against his former team. And he should be pumped up because every time you go up against a former team, you want to be pumped up to play against them. And that's what he's doing right now. So Jared Allen got like 3 blocks already. Yeah. Damn, I had that. Man, that Mavs and Pacers game must be solid. You know, because Mike talking all about it. You know, oh Zach, what it do? Yeah, James Harden's not really doing nothing much, man. He's being low key. So they must work out a little plan or something that James Harden doesn't get going probably later into the game. It's 19-23 so far. So far, most of the offense has been carried by Kyrie Irving. He came into the game firing, looking for his own shot. While James Harden still played the point guard role. All right. Till you got some money on that Mavs and Pacers game. So you're talking about sports books. Yeah, Harden is playing a point guard role. And Kyrie Irving has become like an undersized shooting guard. 21-23. That defense is still catching up with the Brooklyn Nets. So now they're only down by 2. And you know they miss Jared Allen's defense. And Shetty Osman just hit a 3. So it's 24-23. Here comes James Harden. All right, fade away, no good for the Brooklyn Nets. And Jared Allen with the rebound. He beasted. 23-24. And Bruce Brown commits the foul. The Brooklyn Nets are still showing some chinks in their armor with the defensive end. They need to work on some defensive pieces ASAP before the trade deadline is up. (23-24) is your score so far. Nah, Zach. Reverse that. Queens, Brooklyn, baby. Yeah, man, they cooking. Look, Luka and Porzingis is cooking. The Cavs 28, the Nets 23. So that defense, mainly anchored by Jared Allen, has helped put the Cavaliers up. Yeah, Porzingis doing his thing right now, man. It must be a good game with this Mavericks and Pacers game. People talking about it. And we got Biden in office. Inauguration is today, I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken. He's doing his thing, signing papers. So the new president of the United States is here. He has a lot of responsibility and he has a lot of work to cut out for himself. He's gonna have his hands full. Because he's gonna have to pick up a lot of the pieces of what Trump left. TGE. Wait, what's TGE? Oh, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a hard one, man. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for the Lakers to do it. It's not gonna be easy. But I can't answer that question because I gotta see what the Brooklyn Nets get because they got defensive issues, and the Lakers have a better bench. But when it comes to star power, the Brooklyn Nets have more star power. But as we know, star power don't always win you a championship. It wins you one sooner or later. but it doesn't win you a championship every single time. 2011 has taught us that. So I don't know yet. I really don't know who's going to win. You know, I got to see how the rest of the season play out. It's too early. But the Lakers are the better team. If you want to talk about a team from 1 through 15, Lakers have better bench and all that other stuff. The Nets do got more star power. Zach, you already on that Nets bandwagon. I think the Nets going to win the championship either this year or next year. That's their window because they're a big three. They got to win one of these 2 years. If they don't win this year, they're going to win next year because I'm pretty sure they get their corrections. But they got 2 years to make good of it. If they can't win the championship in 2 years, this big three experiment was a failure. So they got to be able to win the championship in a 2-year span. Because we gave the Miami Heat with LeBron a 2-year span. And technically, we thought he was going to win the championship the first year. Even when they were down to the Dallas Mavericks, people still thought the Heat was going to win. Oh, my God. Talk about jumping the gun. Zach already jumping the gun. You're already on that Brooklyn Nets tip. 23-32. And the Nets, as I said, still continue to have defensive woes. What the hell? I tell you, man, I got some of the noisiest neighbors here. If they're not playing music, they're making a mess, making a muck, man. Just going crazy over here, breaking everything. This is why I need a new apartment. I definitely need to get a new apartment. Get out of this building. Durant's going to the free throw line right now. He just got fouled. Yeah, T, I rock with that. The only presidents that help me out is dead presidents. I'm out for dead presidents to represent me. Okay. It's the little reasonable doubt Jay-Z right there. I feel you. I'm not big on politics neither, man. It's not like I suspect anything from presidents. All presidents do is just talk and do nothing about it. They're like salesmen. I always look at presidents as salesmen. That was it. Nas the GOAT. But I do respect Jay-Z though. He had a long come up. But I don't know if Jay-Z would even been shining if Biggie was still around. Because Nas was still shining even when Big was around. He had the It Was Written album that went double platinum. So Nas was already a superstar before Jay-Z. Okay, we got a Tupac dude in here. I figured somebody would say Tupac sooner or later. But I'm rocking with Nas for the GOAT. Yeah, Tupac was a bigger figure than Nas, but as far for like just spitting lyrics, I'm going with Nas. Well, that's just me. 26-32. I didn't know I got a job working for the Cleveland Cavaliers, huh?
They ship your water, but it's only 4.
They shipped only 4?
Mm-hmm. 4 pieces?
Yeah, it's 4 packs.
Oh, 4 packs.
It's 4 packs. One is a bag that they're going to give me for free, and the other one is three packs of the hint water. Oh yes, I really think that. You ain't got to question that, man. Nas Ether Jay-Z. Queen's Cats Run You Brothers. Ants Russell Simmons. Hold on for a minute. If y'all like some good water with vitamin in it, hint water. Yeah, I ordered like 4 cases of this. All right. It's 32-29 so far. I ordered like 4 cases of this, man. This kiwi strawberry flavor. You get, what is this one? This is peach. It's only a hint, hence to why I call it hint. It's only a hint of it inside this water. It's clear water. It's, man, this thing is great. No sugar, nothing like that. These drinks are great. I ordered crisp apple, cranberry, cherry, and kiwi strawberry. You know, you know. Yo, T, Zach still find it amazing that I think Nas is better than Jay-Z. And I say it over 1,000,000 times. You know, Nas is better than Jay-Z all across the board. Lyrics, creativity, punchlines, you know, all of that. Nas is like a lyrical assassin, like Coogee Rap, or like Coogee Rap and Rakim. If they had a baby, it's Nas. All right, put it like that. You know, Jay-Z's like a hustle rapper, you know, but he's not a, Jay-Z's a rapper. Nas is an MC. There's a difference. No, you think of an MC, that is Nas. A lyrical MC, that is Nas. Jay-Z is a rapper. No, he's just a dude that, you know, a hustle rapper. So that's the difference. But on that mic, you can't see that brother Nas. Nas is a poet. NAS, Nas. You know, 34-31 so far. Kyrie Irving is the leader of this team right now with 9 points. Now, see, this may be an experiment that's not working for the Brooklyn Nets. You may have to let Kyrie Irving try to be the point guard and let James Harden be the scorer. James Harden does have 4 points, by the way. Man, Jay-Z already had a battle with Nas, and he got either. You know, Zach, he like to know reasons why you think this guy's better, this guy better. You know, I got Pac at number 2. You know, Pac could be number 2 based off influence and his impact that he had on rap, and he could put together a good song. But number 1 for me is none other than NES, Nas. Now, if you talk about my favorite rappers, dudes that I listen to more, it's probably in this order. Nas first. Nas first. Who else? Prodigy of Mobb Deep was a dude that I really loved listening to. His whole catalog, the infamous Mobb Deep. It's the Queensbridge thing, man. You know? I mean, that's debatable, Pac over Jay, but I think most people would take Tupac. Tupac had a little more meaningful songs. You know, Jay-Z had a couple good songs with beats, but his commercial songs was just kind of cheesy. You know, I think the best version of Jay-Z you're gonna get is Reasonable Doubt. The rest of that is just commercial Jay trying to make a buck. You know, flashy PIMP Jay-Z, which is not really cool. No, it's not really my favorite. You know, I mean, I don't do politics a lot, but it ties in with sports sometimes. You know, so as much as I like to say sports and politics are two complete different things, they're not all the time. You could take the NBA for example. You've seen guys affected with the Black Lives Movement and all this other stuff. So politics and sports do go together because these guys aren't machines; they're people. So they get affected by stuff that goes on in the world too, and they speak on it. You could watch ESPN, you could see stuff like, dudes talking politics stuff. 36-39 is your score so far. No, but I much prefer the politics to be out of basketball. But you know, you got to take it. You got to take it with a grain of salt. Charging your phone. But yeah, did it say anything about it shipping this
It's coming
tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, I get my water tomorrow. Look how fast that was, baby.
You ordered in Rancho Pokemon.
Woo! I got like 4 cases of this in Rancho what? Cuckoo what? Rancho what? Rancho what? Cuca what? Cucamongo or whatever they call it. Y'all probably could pronounce that a little better than me, man. I ordered this water and it says coming from Rancho Cucamonga. Right? Oh man, I'm losing track of just saying that word. I forget how you say that. I heard of that part before. Cucamonga. Oh, okay. So that's where it's at. I never been there before in my entire life. I did heard of that part though, the Rancho. I guess it's like a suburb or something. But I get my water tomorrow when it comes.
They released a 5,000 peso bill in the Philippines. Look how big it is.
What?
It's like that.
Mm.
I will put that in your wallet.
Mm. And yo, 38-39, the Brooklyn Nets are catching up. The offense is catching up. But they still need to improve on their defense. If their defense was improved, they could blow this game out the water. But yeah, man. Let's see what games else we got on today. Tomorrow, Clippers and Kings. That should be a solid game. I'm joking. I know the Clippers should beat the Kings. 42-38 is your score so far. Kyrie Irving with 11 points. He's the high man so far. Open three for Green and he misses. James Harden still with, I think he got 4 points if I'm not mistaken. But he may got nothing. I think James Harden's still sitting on the 0. Yeah, 42-38 is the score, Cavs. They shouldn't be trailing the Cleveland Cavaliers. But Jared Allen's defense, he's blocking everything that comes his way. Now he's showing the Brooklyn Nets exactly what they need to win a championship. You need defense and some perimeter play. So, I ordered a PlayStation 5 controller with no PlayStation.
Yeah,
So I'm figuring I get the PlayStation before I get the PlayStation later on, but I'm just gonna get the pieces then. Since you can't find the PS5 nowhere to be found, but you can find the accessories, I get the accessories first. This means I gotta get a PlayStation 5 by all means necessary because I bought the remote. I bought the controller already. So when I get the system, I have one controller, and the controller I have here already, I could play with 2 people. Just to collect some of the accessories, man. That's all I could do. I literally been waiting to try to get my hands on the PS5 for a while. And can't find it nowhere. Wow, Kyrie Irving gets the ball stolen from him from behind. $45-40 lead. Wow. And the Cavaliers aren't quitting on any plays. They're bringing it to the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets is 10-6 so far in this season. Cleveland Cavaliers is 6-7. Let's see if all that offensive firepower could get them past this Cleveland Cavaliers team with very little defense. Oh man, I wait it out if that's the case, T. I'm pretty sure if I was overseas, maybe if I was in the Philippines, I could get hold of a PS5 faster because Philippines don't get too much people buying a PlayStation 5. A lot of people there don't have, so that a PlayStation 5 would be more valuable in the Philippines than the United States. Oh, more the Wi-Fi problem again. Damn. Zach said he ordered a Harden Nets t-shirt. Why don't you get that jersey though, Zach? Order the jersey. And T said he can't see no more comments anymore. I don't know why maybe it's where you at, man. We gotta wait for T to get back to Cali. But I think you falling in love with Reno, man. You may want to stay there for good. Yeah, I'm not there no more. But if I was, I would have bought it from there. Because I know they just have them sitting around, nobody buying them. Oh, okay. How's Florida life so far, Zach? What are you loving about it? And do you miss Maine? I know Maine is probably more boring, but do you miss it? 40-45 is your score so far. Call him a pre-gaming. Yep, I see that too. But if you do move to Nevada, man, hey, best of luck to you, man. Have some fun over there. You know, that's a perfect place to have a crib at because it's more quiet. It's definitely more quiet than Cali. You just got to deal with that weather, though, man. All right. Okay, you near Tampa, Florida. Okay. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, T. Yo, T, can you see Zach's comments? You're near Tampa, Florida. Tampa's all right, man. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Have you seen any alligators since you've been to Florida yet? Kevin Durant's going to the free throw line. Yeah, man, that'd be something if you see one of them things, man. I know I'd be freaking out if I see an alligator around my way too. Well, I mean, you ain't gonna see them in Cali, but if I was in Florida, I'd freak out too if an alligator was around there. But yeah, you can always buy good homes in Nevada too. You know. Oh, okay. All right. So T, you been around then. You know, you been around. You could adapt to any weather, baby. 43 to 45. You know. That's a lot of people are leaving California and going to other states because it's more easier to buy a crib in another state. Oh, okay. 43 to 45 is your score so far. No state in Florida. Yeah, I know. That's a good thing. No state tax in Florida, baby. Florida's a bit pricey sometimes too, but it used to be the retirement home for New Yorkers. A lot of New Yorkers are in Florida. So you probably run into a lot of New Yorkers that because they go there to retire. Nevada is like a retirement home for California people. Like Stacey Adams. Yeah, they do, man. 45, 45 to 47 is your score. I'm sorry, 49, 47. The Cavs are only up by two. Kyrie Irving comes up limping. He's a little hurt. Okay, so he's shaking it off. He's okay. Kyrie Irving's another dude that's injury prone, so you got to be careful about him. You know, yeah, Harden missed two shots. He's not really on. Here's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Ryan, because you know what? I'm trying to see how Kyrie Irving and James Harden could blend in. Because one of these guys is going to have to change their game. Now you got Kyrie Irving going off scoring, but you got James Harden disappearing. So what's the point of having James Harden on your team if you can't let James Harden be James Harden? He got to have some form of an effect on a court. Maybe Kyrie Irving should try to jump off and be more of a point guard then. Maybe I was wrong a little bit. Because you can't have James Harden game completely disappear. Kyrie Irving already got 17 points. So he hogging up a lot of the offense. We're going into halftime and he hogging up a lot of the points. No, see, Bradley Beal's another ball dominant player. So I wouldn't want Bradley Beal neither. I think it's better for them to get Joe Embiid. You know? Kyrie Irving's look like he's stuck in his ways. He's hogging the ball up. He's going Kobe mode and taking way too much shots. Yeah, Zach, I think Joe Embiid is a perfect pickup. Because Joe Embiid isn't the type of guy, like, he's not going to ball hog. And he's going to play some of the posts. He's going to protect the rim a little bit. So he's going to do a lot of them things them guys not. So this Kyrie Irving and James Harden experiment is the main problem. Kevin Durant, I'm not worried about. Because Kevin Durant fits with both of them. Question is, those two, can they play together? Can Kyrie and James Harden play together? And Kyrie is a very stubborn guy. Kyrie doesn't listen. And I don't think Kyrie's going to change his way anytime soon. Because you got James Harden on this team. There's no way you put James Harden on this team and Kyrie Irving's going to be 100% on board and okay with it. I'm pretty sure he's upset the fact that, hey, I got to move to third option. I came to this team to be the man. I wanted to be the second or first option. Now I got to go and be a third option because he went out and got James Harden. If this was a big three with, nah, I don't bet on NBA games, right? But if this was um, a situation like you see how Kyrie was able to play with LeBron, just for the simple fact that LeBron was stepping aside and letting Kyrie Irving take more shots than him, and LeBron was also letting Kyrie have the ball in his hands a lot. And Kevin Love just was an odd man in, but Kevin Love had went from 26 points a game to 16. That's a big dip. That's a big dip. So somebody on this team is going to have to take a dip, and I don't know if they want to take that dip. Exactly. T, you are 100% right. They don't call plays that much no more. They let all these guys play ISO ball, and that's it. They ain't gonna laugh so hard. You know, I don't know what this Brooklyn Nets team gonna do if they can't fix this James Harden, Kyrie Irving thing, because it's hard for somebody to change. It's hard. It's hard for somebody to change, and you're telling a superstar to change his ways, and he became a superstar playing that style of basketball. So how can he change? Nah, that'd be too much of a headache, man. Because guys don't listen these days anyway. Oh yeah, they beat the Bucks because Kyrie wasn't on the floor and they had even ball movement. It was just two scores. Now you got a big three, and they all like to score. How are you gonna fit this? How are you gonna fit this combination in? This is what some people have been criticizing the Nets about. How is this gonna work? Some sacrifice is gonna need to be made. They're only down by 2 points. We're in halftime right now. So right in halftime, I'm gonna take these off and talk about this game a little bit. Now, this goes to show you. Excuse me. This goes to show you
for the second quarter in Philadelphia. Good one between the Celtics.
Can't play the game. Can't play audio from the game. YouTube be like, what you doing? Live scream over. Okay, so here's the thing, man. Every big three, somebody makes a sacrifice. With LeBron, is usually the third guy. Kevin Love, James Hart, Chris Bosh. They went from scoring in the 20s to the teens. So it's gonna be different. Now, I'm not a Nets fan. I support the New York Knicks though. And why, baby? So out of these two guys, this is why I made that video. Should you trade Kyrie Irving? Because I know Kyrie Irving is a hard-headed dude, and all these people are sitting there acting like Kyrie Irving's this genius that he does this and that. Kyrie Irving is far from a genius. He's a weirdo in every aspect of the game. Okay, everybody. You don't know what. Listen, we all know what Kyrie Irving was doing. Everybody else was still playing basketball. This guy was in his feelings over the stuff that took place at the White House. If everybody else didn't stop playing basketball, why should you? That's cool. He went out and bought George Floyd's family a house and all that stuff. But you don't have to stop playing basketball to do that. If you really just want to be in politics, leave this basketball shit alone. Yep, he got 1 3-pointer. Kyrie Irving hogging the ball. The ball's not moving around. Kyrie Irving is taking all the shots he wants. James Harden is completely thrown out the offensive mix. James Harden is non-existent in this game. He got only 2 points. James Harden might as well just sit down if that's the case because you're not utilizing James Harden. You cannot have James Harden play like a Chris Bosh or Kevin Love. You're going to have to do something about this because now he feels out of place because James Harden's the odd guy in. Kind of like how LeBron felt out of place when he went to Miami and he didn't know whose team was this? Is this my team or is it Dwayne Wade's team? I have to step back and let Dwayne Wade do his thing, Yeah, exactly. So They may have to do something about this. Because if they lose this year, not only are they going to get thrown under the bus, but if the Brooklyn Nets do lose, they're going to have to trade one of these guys. I wouldn't even come back next season because, with the same big three, because these guys won't be able to play with each other. Kyrie Irving's a young man. He doesn't want to be a third fiddle. This is the same guy that looks up to Kobe Bryant. Okay, he wants to be a Kobe Bryant style player, and he's proven some of it right now by hogging up the ball. But the thing is, he ain't 6'6", and he ain't Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant at least played defense. So Kobe Bryant was a better two-way player than Kyrie Irving. So Kyrie Irving can't fool Kobe's shoes at all. You can't be Kobe, dog. Harden is willing to change, but at what point? Here's the thing, Zach. At what sacrifice are you going to change James Harden for? You're changing James Harden to a point where he can't be James Harden no more, and that's hurtful to his game. Why have James Harden on your team if you can't have James Harden be James Harden? Doesn't that make any sense? Don't make any sense. That's like having LeBron on your team and say, okay, dog, you're going to play like Steph Curry. We want you to shoot threes all the time. That ain't going to work. You can't have the ball in your hand. You can't play make. You can't do none of your triple-double thing. All you do is shoot threes, LeBron. Stand in the corner and shoot threes. Let's see how well LeBron would take something like that. Hold on. So this could be the trouble for the Brooklyn Nets. Exactly. So this big three may mean jack squat if they can't play together. Big threes have to learn how to play together in order for it to be effective. So if it's not, if you can't do that, then my finals prediction. I can't go up against Brooklyn. I think they will make some trades and they would get better defensively, but I would say Brooklyn Nets against the Lakers or Clippers. But it looks like the Lakers. We got to show the Lakers respect. They're the champions. They're the defending champions. So I got to give it to them until somebody knocks them off the cliff. So to all you Laker fans out there, you guys on top. Regardless of how you get there, you're still on top. Because a lot of people like to put an asterisk next to this Lakers current championship that they won. But at the end of the day, they still won it, right? Because if they lost it, they'd have been getting judged completely different. So you got to keep that same energy. But the Brooklyn Nets flaws are starting to show even more with this. I thought the Nets was going to win the Bucks game. I had them winning the Bucks game all along because I'm not a believer in the Bucks, And if you're talking about what's the problem with the Bucks? I'm sorry. Okay, the problem with the Milwaukee Bucks, since we switch into a different team, the problem with the Milwaukee Bucks is just simple. They're just not ready for the playoffs. Okay, they don't have a leading secondary scorer. They need a guy that they can rely on to score. They need another all-star, basically. Giannis needs his Scottie Pippen. If Giannis is Michael Jordan, he needs Batman. He needs Robin. He don't have a Robin. Okay, that's what he's missing. And when you build that wall up against him in the playoffs, he can't shoot. So part of his downfall is on him too, because he can't shoot. In the playoffs, they're not going to let you ramsack your way to the basket if you can't shoot. So you got to learn how to shoot. Being the fact that he's not a reliable shooter, he gets nervous. He passes the ball out to his role-playing teammates, and they lose because those role players aren't good enough to take you to the next level. And Giannis gets reduced. When the playoffs come, Giannis' production goes. In the regular season, Giannis is here. In the playoffs, he's there. But he's supposed to be like this in the playoffs, not like this. So he dips down when the playoffs come because he's too one-dimensional. You can't play professional basketball and can't shoot. You have to learn how to shoot. Unless you're a center, you play the 5 position and you could just back down guys with your size like back in the day. It's a different story. But if you're a perimeter player, you better learn how to shoot. Shooting is one of the biggest fundamentals of basketball. Shoot the damn ball and shoot it right. You got to learn how to shoot. Okay. Giannis shoots like Joakim Noah a little bit. His shooting form is awkward, you know, and the way he positions his legs and he comes up so slow with the ball. Like, what the hell is all of that? You know. All right, who we got up in here during this halftime break? Mr. NYC, what's up? I like the name already.
Yo, P, man, what up, man? It's me.
Oh, oh, what's up? What's up, son?
Hey, shit, man. You know, I'm chilling, man. How you?
You got me on that one, man. You changed your name up.
Huh?
You changed your name up. You got me on that one, man. I thought you was somebody different.
Nah, man. You feel me? Feel me? Like my boy told me to change my name. You feel me? I'm like, you know what? I'm try this shit. You know?
Well, but yo, you
Yeah.
watching this game? What you think, brother?
I ain't even watching the game right now. I'm actually playing 2K, man. I mean, I'm not. I ain't watching it because they playing cast. So, I don't know. I wanted to watch it, but I feel like
they,
this. I feel
they
like
be,
this.
you know what?
I feel.
Ryan Johnson is asking, will the Warriors be a threat if Klay Thompson was playing? I think they'd be better, but that supporting cast is still that supporting cast. They kind of weak.
Yeah, the Warriors wouldn't be shit
You know,
regardless.
they'd be
Because
better. If that answers your question, Ryan, they'd be better. But
yeah, but they wouldn't be no contender because what
yeah,
people fella forget, like they lost Iggy. Iggy's not.
yeah,
Iggy's not Iggy no more. They lost Kevin Durant. And to remind you that the NBA has gotten better, bro.
oh yeah. You
Feel
know,
me?
T
So
right, the Nets are the biggest threat to themselves. Yo, they ain't making no sacrifices. Kyrie Irving out here being selfish. James Harden is non-existent. Bro got 4 points. He barely shooting. He's not even getting a touch the rock. So he just running up and down the court doing nothing.
and that's against the Cavs.
Yeah, this is against the Cavs. So this goes to show you somebody got to make some sacrifices. Because Kyrie seems to be going into full scoring mode. He ain't passing the rock.
he and Uncle Drew for
Yeah,
him.
I could do wrong.
Uncle
Yeah,
Drew for him.
if the main problem with those two, that big three, is Kyrie and James Harden. One of them got to go. If you can't keep both and have them
Like
play like this and be
to
successful,
me,
one got to
you
go.
can't have three of score first players on the team.
Maybe Pete Duncan, maybe.
You
What
know
you
what I
were
mean?
saying?
You can't have three score first players as like your best players on the team.
Exactly. And everybody keeps saying Kyrie gonna make sacrifice. This is the same guy that look up to Kobe. You know what I'm saying? He want to be the number one. I'm pretty sure he came to this team with, this is my team. I'm the dog. I'm the top guy. Now you got to be told that you may be the third option. You think that's going? You think that's going to sit well with Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, that nigga like to dribble too fucking much.
Word. And also that show goes to show you because he had a lot of turnovers at the beginning of the game, running into traffic, turning the ball over. So
You know,
let's
regardless
see
of
if
whatever.
they could beat the Cavaliers. This shouldn't even be a conversation. They should be able to beat the Cavaliers.
Yeah, that's why I'm not watching it. That's why I'm not watching. I mean, I'm put it on eventually, but
Word.
I'm
What's up,
not like.
Raptors? What it do? And Pete Duncan, B Duncan, you may be right. They may pull off the ice. But yeah, man. Your Clippers play the Kings tomorrow. That, I like seeing that matchup. Even though the Kings are the Kings, I still like seeing that those two teams play. It makes a fun matchup for some reason.
Yeah, the Kings are a very athletic team.
Yeah,
Kings are like the Bulls.
Yeah, yeah. You know, they just hustle hard and they always put up a fight. Let's put it that way.
Like the reason why teams like the Bulls and the Kings like they sneak some wins because bro, like they play so fast. Like all they do is run up.
Yeah.
You feel me, bro? Like on veteran
Hell yeah.
teams, they play fast too, but sometimes, like you feel me,
Word.
these niggas they get the ball, they straight running and gunning, you know.
Hell yeah. And T said Kyrie playing castaway ball, with KD on the court. That is true, man. And he said KD is the alpha on his team based off per skills. I agree with him. He should be the man on his team. It should be Kevin Durant's team.
Keyword should, but we'll see.
Yeah, definitely right with that.
Like should is a lot of things. Like I
Yeah,
think they shouldn't all be on the same team.
word. 52 to 54 is the score. So the Cavaliers are still leading. They're only up by 2. And you can even tell by the box score so far. Kyrie got 17. James Harden got only 2 points. 2 points. That's it. He only got the Rock to take 2 shots. He took 2 shots throughout the whole game. So he's being the odd man out.
I don't know, man.
Word. He probably gets some more touches in the second half if that's the game plan. But they got to find a way to get James Harden into the flow again. And Kevin Durant got blocked by Jared Allen, the same guy that they trade to get James Harden. Jared Allen blocked. He got like 4 blocks in this game. He blocking everything that come his way.
Honestly, I hope it don't work.
He said, "I hope you know." I hear you, man. But yeah, they're the team a lot of people rooting against. Nobody want to see them win.
I mean, I don't want to see the wins. I mean, honestly, James Harden don't deserve a ring.
Yep.
Kevin Durant don't deserve no ring because they not getting it like how it's supposed to get got.
Yep. True that.
How are you
Yeah,
saying
see,
these
I agree
players
with you.
like how are you saying these players are all time great
Hmm.
and they're not doing all time great things, man?
You know, I don't even know why KD would want James Harden on the team. You should just say, "Hey, keep what we got. We made the playoffs without me and Kyrie. We should be good. If you're gonna get anything, just get a couple more role players. Let's get some depth."
Keyword again, should.
Yeah, you're right. You know, but I don't know, man. I wouldn't want James Harden on my team if I had the skill set of a Kevin Durant. I
Because
was on
like
top
you
of my
want, cause like you want to know why? Cause like you wouldn't because you would think you that guy. But Katie don't think you that nigga. So
game. Yeah. 64 to 58 so far. Cleveland Cavs are up. All right, and Interstellar say he want to see the next seed.
why is KD and LeBron so afraid of the moment?
Hmm. I don't know, man. It's probably because of the media with pressure. You know, social media. I think it's a little different for some of these guys now.
Like why are they so afraid of the responsibility of being great and being a guy and owning it?
Yeah, I know. And I think even if they failed and they came up through they came up through the ranks and won, you get more respect that way.
Yep.
Yep. It's an old saying. Sometimes when you win, you actually lose. And sometimes when you lose, you actually win.
They want the
You know?
easy route.
They want that's right. They want that easy route. Right? Everybody doing them super teams. At least last year, and Zach say salute to
Yo,
you.
John, you go get that food downstairs for me?
So
Got you, Freaky. No, that's y'all to go get it. It's a
66
sandwich, dumb dumb.
so far. It's your score. If some of you guys don't know,
This
it's
ain't no chicken. You look good.
Brooklyn's finest up. P.
Huh? He said what? He
Huh?
said what, P?
Oh nah. I was telling some people in the chat, who you were.
Uh-oh. I'm like, yeah, bro, like, if LeBron and all these players are so great, like, why they don't win with a decent balanced team? How come the deck is always stacked and they win?
True that.
How come? I mean, like, what ring has LeBron won? I think it should be downstairs. I think they probably left it outside. Yeah, I think so. But they probably left it outside.
Yo, T,
Oh, yeah,
is
it's a
that
red
comment
card.
for Peter? And Estella says it's a new era. It takes talent to win. Yeah, you're right. It does take talent to win. But if you that guy and you got yourself your Scottie Pippen, your right hand man, why do you need to stack the deck to win?
Word. Ain't nobody else doing it.
Exactly. You could win a championship. It's been done. You could win a championship with a number two and a solid role player. Kyrie Irving launched 4 3-pointers in the last 2 minutes, is what Ryan Johnson said.
Look at Kawhi and the Raptors. Kawhi won by his damn self. Kyle Lowry ain't no all star.
Yep, that's true.
Like, what's the excuse? If you want to know what it was, he turned it up.
Yep, that's true. And I'm glad you brought that up because that 2019 run was right up there with one of Michael Jordan's playoff runs. Kawhi
Yep.
Leonard was putting up Jordan type numbers. They was talking about that on ESPN back then. So he had a great run to go to the finals. So he turned his game up. You know how Mike used to turn his game up every time the playoffs come?
Huh?
He was to take it to the next level.
Hold on, let me check.
That's what Kawhi did in 2019.
Yeah, bro. I just hate. It's like we're not really seeing a full competition when they stacking the deck like that, bro. Like,
No doubt. And T said he don't want to leave no doubt. So I guess he agreeing with you, you know. Now I don't T, are you for super teams or no? Or does it
my bad.
I
I
don't
said
think
10 minutes.
me knowing who T is, I think he don't like super teams.
Nah, I don't like super teams at all.
Yeah, I mean just do it in the comment section. I know you don't like it, but I know T don't like it either. Yep. Irvin has 13 shots attempted and James Harden has 4. That's that old play. That's that old playground basketball where a dude's taking all the shots, and all you find yourself is running up and down. Like, yo, pass the rock, man. That's that old shit. That's that playground shit. 60-68. The Cavaliers up by 8 points.
So how we respect? I don't know, man.
Interstellar say, yo, Peter. Interstellar says you want the NBA to be like the WNBA.
Huh?
The dude in the
Said
comment
no.
section, Interstellar Trucker, he says you want the NBA to be like the WNBA. He's
Yo,
saying that he said you need to have a lot of talent to win the championship.
bro. I mean, I'm not even gonna argue with whoever that is. Obviously, they don't know nothing about basketball, bro. So,
Man. Ryan Johnson,
yeah.
he think Cavs gonna win. I think they're gonna pull it out too. They may. Unless Brooklyn makes a comeback. Yeah, AK. What's up? AKKD. What it do?
Look, you need talent to win. but you don't need a super team to win.
Yep, that's true. That is true.
Talent and super team are two different things, bro.
Yep, exactly. And you don't need like 3 of the top 10 players all on one squad.
Yeah, that's
That
another.
that that shit is corny. It's a difference between everybody getting drafted and they all
Yo,
get that good. You know what I'm saying? You
yo,
can't do
Pete,
nothing
check
about
it. Check it. And LeBron is so fucking trash.
it. Mm.
He wanted 3 top 5 players on one team twice.
You
Yo,
got it twice.
like
That's right.
twice, my nigga. Like, you feel me? Where they do that at? And you trying to,
AKG says Harden sacrificing heavy. Yes, he is sacrificing heavy. But you know,
he gonna get visible. You wanna know why?
he, he's invisible on the court right now.
Listen. It's gonna be something because one of
Mm,
them wanna get the credit for winning,
no doubt.
and it's
That's
like
true.
none of them is gonna get the credit because of course you're supposed to win, fool.
Mm. And in the Stellar Trucker says, if that's true, why can't the Blazers get to the finals?
The Blazers. What super team the Blazers has?
Well, he's saying because we're saying that you don't need a super team to win the championship. So he's saying why the Blazers can't get to the finals. You know, the Blazers just ain't those type of dudes. I mean, they're good players, but they're not like you're not gonna look at them and say those are top 5. You know, one
Yeah,
of those guys are top 5 best players in the game. Not even one of
fact,
them. You know.
facts.
But I
That's
tell you
why.
this much though. I tell you this much
Look,
though.
look, 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 look,
The
look.
Blazers do got a lot of respect
Put it
that
to
some
him
other
this
teams
way.
don't have.
Put it to him this way. Look, tell him. Listen, you gotta tell him the truth. Do the
Mhm.
Blazers have a LeBron James? Do they have a Kawhi Leonard? Do they have a Kevin Durant?
Yeah, they don't have a dude like that. You need one superstar, and you could do it with one Scottie Pippen, and that's it. You know, a Scottie Pippen style play. I'm using the Jordan and Pippen analogy because that's the most easiest for people to understand.
Yeah, I know, but you gotta tell them. Like
Yeah.
that's the reason why you're not going to the finals. Like when you have them dudes like that, you don't need a super team.
Oh yeah. Ryan Johnson said the Bucks will match up well against the Nets in the playoffs. He's not right. And T, yeah, they down by 8. Thanks for calling it for me a little bit when I'm talking. So T holding the game score down in the comment section. And let's see. Oh, and T say uh, you're not spitting. I don't. Are you talking about hoop facts? He's just say I think I don't know if he's answering to you, but he's just saying ain't no facts, just streetwise hyperbole. But I guess I don't know if he's talking about you. Maybe he disagreed with something that you say a little bit.
Like I don't know. What is he trying to say?
He said the Bucks come up shorter than the Asian last name in the player. He got jokes. See, you always make me laugh, man.
P.
But
Who said I'm not spitting facts?
if I'm not mistaken, I don't know. I think it's T. I don't know if he because the dude in the cellar said. I mean, AK said that your name is not Hoop Facts anymore.
Mm-mm. So he's trying to say I'm not spitting facts or what? I don't understand.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand I don't understand what that comment was last meant. But he probably, yeah, I don't know if he just cracked. T got a great sense of humor, man. He got a good sarcastic
Oh,
sense of humor, so he probably cracking jokes on it. But yeah, man. I mean, in the Stella, you got to at least respect what Hoop Max is saying, man. He likes it a little more a championship to be more competitive. Nobody wants to see like a team with 4 to 3 of the best players in the world that just got together on the same team and they're already established. Now it's different when it's organically. If you have like a team, you draft a bunch of players and they just happen to come real good and they come like a super team, that's different. That's just good draft pick and them guys growed up together. They learned how to play basketball. They became superstars on their own. They're not already established. You know, Hope. Just imagine if Jordan and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson was all on the same team.
Man, I don't even want to imagine that.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you want your favorite players to be competing against each other.
Yep, I want to know who the best.
Yeah. Interstellar says they battle other super teams and makes it entertaining and competitive.
Huh?
Huh? He said it
Hello?
makes. He said, "Can you hear me, T? I mean, who facts?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, he's saying super teams are interesting and super teams are entertaining and competitive if they're going up against another super team.
Yeah, but that's never the case.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. That is true. And let's just assume that you got like 3 super teams in the league, and like they all have like 3 superstars each. You're already depleting the
Hey,
competition of
yo, Jonathan,
basketball.
go check
The
it out.
rest
I
of the,
think it's outside.
the rest of the team's gonna be trash, and then you're only gonna have like
It should be out there now for you.
realistically 2 to 3 good teams. I got you, T. Like I said, man, you got the catchphrases, man. You probably got some of the best sayings I heard from somebody in a long time, man. And I'm from New York, so I heard a lot of people being sarcastic and come up with a lot of clever words. But you are definitely on another level, my brother. And I appreciate that. I like your game. Hold on, where's my headphones for this? 69-78 is your score so far. All right. You're losing to the Cavaliers because you're not playing team basketball. Your experiment of give the ball to Kyrie Irving is it's not working. Yo, T, is that you in there? T. All right.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me, T? Can you hear me?
Hello?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me, T? I can't hear you. Can you hear me now, T? No, I guess he can't hear me. I can hear you now. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, now I can. Yeah, hello?
Yep, I hear you. I hear you now.
Yeah, man. Like, nobody want to see real basketball anymore.
I hear that, man.
Everybody just want their favorite players to win by any means.
Okay. He says he don't mind super teams. It shows integrity with a salary cap.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like talking to guys like these, like you tell they ain't never really played basketball at a high level. You
Man,
know.
now Zach telling me super teams is fine. Don't hate because the Knicks don't have one. Right? If the Knicks had a super team, I'd be giving them the same energy. I don't like super teams myself. You know, but I mean, at some point, if you watch basketball, you got to deal with it, especially in today's era. So I came to accept it for what it is. You know, but I will hold it against them in terms of ranking and accomplishing things.
Mm-hmm.
So
That shit is crazy.
word. So Kyrie Irving with 20 points, Kevin Durant with 15, James Harden still with single digits. He only has 7 points, and it's 69-80. So the Cavaliers took an 11-point lead so far. The Nets get defensive issues, and it's showing just about every game. They really missed the presence of Jared Allen. So Jared Allen was a dude that protected the paint. He was rim protection. He rebounded and he blocked shots. Now you got nobody on here willing to play good defense. They could use a Kawhi Leonard, you know, or somebody with a defensive state of mind, because there's nobody on his team willing to play defense.
And I was like,
Well,
shit, I don't even want to watch the NBA no fucking more now.
he said, "I'm not bad no more." I tell you, I can't really talk to you about college football because I don't really get down with college football that much. You know,
Yo, stop
but it's not
smoking.
even
Go
professional
outside.
basketball. It's kind of different.
Nah, that shit coming out here, bro.
I watch NFL football, but I don't really watch college.
That
I don't
shit coming out
watch
here
college football.
regardless.
So if y'all give me a college football statement or
Huh?
college basketball, I probably won't comment on it too much because I don't watch college football.
Word, like, y'all better gotta go outside with all that, feel me? Smoking weed, like, fuck out of here. Like, that shit ain't even funny.
I don't even know if they loaded or not. Too. I don't watch those teams. You know, I don't know nothing. And if they are loaded, it's college. It's college football. It's not like it's pro a pro sport. And that's why I think nobody would be paying attention to it. And football is a full team sport. It requires more players. It's completely different. It's on a different planet from the NBA. You can't compare them. He said whatever. Exactly, Ryan. Too much ball dominant players. That's why I say you could trade either James Harden or Kyrie Irving if none of these guys are willing to make change. James Harden is willing to make change, but I don't know how far that would go. 73-85. Hey, yo, Hoop, I think the Cavaliers may pull it off, man. They may get that W. $87-73 so far. Durant misses a fall-away jump shot. Um, I'm glad you said that. I made a video on that on trading Irving. I won't trade him for another perimeter ball dominant player because it's oxymoron. They both need each other. You know what I mean? They both need each other. So why not trade Kyrie Irving for probably like a Joe Embiid or somebody like that? You know, somebody that plays a complete different position that's not a guard that could do something different. You could still have a big three with Joe Embiid, and then you got James Harden and Kevin Durant. So it still counts as a big three. And you can have Kyrie Irving, you could give the team to him on the 76ers. He could have the 76ers team. He'd be the capo, and Ben Simmons would be his side. He could do his thing in Philly. And he could have the whole city of Philly block. It could be his team.
Yeah.
You know, so I would probably say trade Kyrie more. Now you just got James Harden, so if you had to trade somebody, I would trade Kyrie. Yeah, you're right, T. You know, coaching does play a part, but you said it best. If the players don't want to listen, they're hard headed. Like Kyrie Irving, coaching don't mean nothing. Kyrie Irving said off the bat that they don't need a coach. They don't care about who's on that sideline. There is no coach for the next section. He's just sitting on the sideline with a pen and a pad, and nobody takes him serious. No, that's all what that is. You know, it's not like Steve Nash gonna get to actually coach, because none of these dudes are gonna listen to him anyway. So, you know, Kyrie said they can run their own plays. They don't need a coach. Man, we got a baseball team, right? We don't got an NBA team. Queens got a baseball team, though. But Hoop, you watching the game? Or you on? I hear a game in the background.
I'm on 2K.
You watching something?
Yeah, I'm playing this 2K right now.
Oh, okay. Man, that actually sounds like a better game than the one I'm watching.
See, man, that super team shit, right? See? I'm like, damn, like, you know, or super team shit. Like, I mean, that's taken away from the All-Star game. Because we normally be excited to see the stars on the All-Star game.
Hell yeah. 78 to 87 right now is your score. Cavaliers are up. Kyrie Irving getting his points, but he may lose this game. Yeah, you ready, T? Man. Kyrie Irving with the ball now. Irving and Harden and Green. Irving gets a layup. So Kyrie Irving is on a mission. He's scoring tonight. And he ain't giving the ball to nobody. This is the Kyrie Irving show. See, that's the thing, though, Steve. Nobody on this Nets team respects Steve Nash. I know Kyrie Irving don't respect him. And Kevin Durant is just like, whatever. And when they got Steve Nash, Kyrie Irving didn't co-sign that. He said the team didn't inform him that they got Steve Nash. That was one of the reasons why he disappeared when he left. because he said he was pissed off by the coaches.
What? For real?
Yeah,
He
a
said
lot of
that?
people don't know that. 80 to 92. No. Yeah, yo, who? He didn't respect Steve Nash to be the coach because he said the next team didn't inform him that they were going to get Steve Nash as the coach. So he was pissed off about that. They informed KD, but didn't inform Kyrie. So he felt some way. That's the same thing that he was mad about with LeBron in Cleveland. Because he said LeBron had advantages that he didn't have. But what you think, dog? What you expect? That's LeBron. He's like Cleveland is his city. You know they was going to bend over backwards for him.
Yeah.
Now that Cavaliers franchise gave LeBron whatever he wanted. He stayed jump, they stay how high. $83 to 92. Fourth quarter with 10 minutes to go. The Raptors says the Nets are embarrassment. They're going to continue to be an embarrassment if they can't learn how to play together. They need somebody they respect that can come in there and get on their neck. This is when you need some tough love. If you keep running over people, no, you don't respect nobody. This is what happens. They need a coach that'll be in their place. Kyrie Irving with 25. James Harden finally in double digits, 10 points.
I'm about to put the game on now.
All right. Yeah, T, you right. Actions speak louder than words. You seen what he did in Boston. The minute James got and Kyrie was the same guy that was watching on TV and say that he would like to stay with the Boston Celtic franchise. Look how that turned out. No, it's not like I'm making it up. You could probably go and find a clip on YouTube. The guy got in front of everybody and said he loved Boston and blah blah blah, and he'll stay as long as they want him to stay. He would like to resign, but meanwhile he's the same dude at All-Star games whispering in Kevin Durant's ear that we got two max. We could go to Brooklyn. He was scheming to go to Brooklyn the whole time. You remember that hoop when he was scheming? He was scheming to go to Brooklyn.
Hell yeah.
So he already had this plan. He was going to go to Brooklyn Nets regardless. And he wanted to take Kevin Durant with him. And that was his boy. So Kevin Durant was going to come anyway because that's his guy. Kevin Durant was going to be the Knicks at first. But Kyrie talked him into going to the Brooklyn Nets instead. Yep, Raptor, you remember that? You remember it, right? Yep, in the hallway. And everybody already know what they were talking about. 82 to 96. Yeah, you're right, Zach, but hey, it's a little different because that Miami Heat team, a lot of those guys play different positions. One was a small forward, one was a guard, and one was a power forward. So they had different job descriptions. But you have Kyrie and James Harden, they both play guard. And they both ball dominant. So it's a little different. Hey, yo, who? You got the game on? Or you still playing that 2K? Yo, who? Can you hear me?
It's amazing. This is the best. Let's go. Watch live on NBC Golf Channel and catch all the action from the best seat in the house. Don't miss out.
Yep, you're right, T. Oh, Durant with a block. Durant blocks Prince from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Woo! Durant walks into a three. It's good. 3-pointer for Kevin Durant. 4-point play. He had to chase down block, then follow it up with a three. Yep, Durantula. He's not the problem on the team, Zach. It's the two other guys that can't play together. They need to figure out something. And those two guys can't play like C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard because Kevin Durant's on that team. So they can't even afford to do that. We'll see. Even the announcers just said that James Harden didn't get enough touches that he needs to get. So they're basically admitting that Kyrie's ball hogging. CP3 would be great because Chris Paul knows how to play team basketball. And he actually runs plays. Chris Paul would be a good player to become a coach when he retires. Because he's a good basketball mind. Chris Paul is a smart brother. He knows basketball. He'd be a good coach. I could see him being a coach yelling at somebody. No. Nets down by 9. Yep, see? Eight minutes to go. Hey, yo, Hoop, you watching the game? Yeah, Hoop, if you can hear me, I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Interstellar, you was just thinking that, huh? Okay. 104-95 is the score. And the Cleveland Cavaliers may just pull it off. They're going to ruin Kyrie Irving's Big 3 debut. Kyrie's going to get the points. He's got 25 already. But then he's going to have to take that L with that loss. You know? Playoff Rondo is for real, T. You seen what he did for the Lakers. He saved the Lakers against the Rockets. So LeBron wasn't showing up in the fourth. And Anthony Davis was disappearing a little bit. And the guy that stepped up, turned the whole series around, was Rajon Rondo. He was getting steals. He was scoring, hitting 3-pointers. He was clutch. A lot of people don't remember that, I guess, or they're not paying attention to it. But Rajon Rondo is one of the big reasons. Don't remind me. Rajon Rondo is one of the big reasons why the Lakers was winning. Because LeBron was disappearing in the fourth. He was disappearing in clutch moments all last year. Everybody was bailing him out. And that's just that. Rajon Rondo, Anthony Davis with that big 3, that game-winning 3, and Rajon Rondo. And Rajon Rondo had big moments against the Portland Trailblazers. I'm not saying the Lakers would have lost against these teams. I'm just calling it how it was. Rajon Rondo was saving the day. Because LeBron let a lot of games go on the table. You know. He let Jimmy Butler get 2 games. And all he had to do was guard Jimmy Butler and answer the challenge. And he let Jimmy Butler get 2 games on it. And he was about to give up more games to the Blazers than the Rockets if it wasn't for Rajon Rondo bailing them out. That's what we mean when we say bail out. All right? It's to a point where without this guy, you're being carried more. You know, you can't say that for some other superstars. And you can't say it continuously because there's always another guy that's putting more work in. And if you say, hey, man, if it wasn't for him doing all of this, you know, LeBron in the fourth quarter been disappearing. So Jimmy Butler was giving them spoke. And he was being Mr. Fourth Quarter. And LeBron was disappearing. The only time LeBron showed up was when the Lakers was up by 30 and he started showboating, clapping the back of the backboard and showing off. But the game was already blown out of proportion at that point. Six minutes to go. Hold on. Hey, yo, who? Can you hear me?
First quarter tonight. Yep. Basketball brilliance on display.
Yeah, I remember that. He said Curry owns the Rockets. Oh yeah, it's a team game. Definitely a team game. You never said that, but you know how it goes, man. It's just how the sport of basketball is. When you're the number one and you're the alpha, you can't get all the credit when you win. When you lose, you got to get some of the blame too. So when all these superstars win, the first thing people say is that guy has a championship. They don't even mention the team sometimes. Zach flat out said he a Nets fan now. Hey, yo, Peter, can you hear me? Yo, if you can't hear me, Peter, I'm going to remove you real quick. Then you could jump back in. If that's the case. I can't hear him. I don't know what's going on. 97 to 105. Yo, Peter, something was wrong with the audio. I couldn't hear you. I don't know if you was talking or not. Yeah, it just blacked out. I got like two screens with your name showing up on it. Oh, it was 105. Clutch time is coming up. Everybody get ready. Clutch time is coming up. 100 to 105. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's coming. Now it's time for the stars to be the stars because somebody got to close this game out. You got 5 minutes. The Brooklyn Nets have 5 minutes to close this game out. You got 3 all-stars on the floor. Close this game out. There ain't going to be no excuses. Yeah, T, I know. I agree with you, man. But I'm giving Rajon Rondo his props. He was doing his thing. Let's see, 102 to 105. Brooklyn is coming back. Brooklyn is coming back. Kevin Durant is being clutch. Final 5 minutes. Let's see what he's doing. Let's see. Ooh, clutch time. Now, this is where you separate the men from the boys, like Larry Bird was saying. Larry Bird said clutch time was always time for men to play basketball. And let's see what's up. Because Larry Bird got the heart of a lion. Y'all don't know, some of y'all don't know about Larry Bird, but Larry Bird was a monster. Don't be fooled by where he come from. That guy could flat out ball. He's like one of them dudes in the YMCA. He don't look like he got game, but that motherfucker destroy you from top to bottom. That was Larry Bird. Larry Bird was the beast. Paying respects to the great Larry Bird there. Foul on Durant. Foul on Durant. Durant is the leader in scoring right now. One thing for sure is this Brooklyn Nets got to live or die with Kevin Durant. He's your closer. You looking for your closer? That's your guy. Here come Harden. Gives to Irvin. Irvin attacks. Irvin misses. Here come Green. Harden. Woo! Right corner three is good. It's down to 2. The lead is down to 2. Kyrie Irving hit a 3. Here comes that star power. Here come them boys. Here come that big 3 superpower. See what I mean? See what we mean by having big 3s on your team, or a lot of superstars on your team? You could always be in the game with superstars on your team. That gives you a cheating advantage because you got 3 of the top 10 players in the league on one team. Because in all fairness, the Cavaliers should win this game if it comes down to it, right? No, Cavaliers should win this game. But this game may get snatched from them because they're dealing with a 3-headed monster. That's the problem when it comes to beating superstar big 3s. Too much talent on one team will always put you in winning situations. So even when the Brooklyn Nets are losing, they're only a couple minutes away from getting right back into the game. Now they're down by 2. So we're going to see how clutch these 3 guys could be. (28-28) for Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. They both tied apiece at 28. James Harden is the odd man out with 13 points. Kevin Harlem. He said, ain't no cheating all in the game. Man, it is a cheat code when you got too much good players on one team. Like, just imagine if Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Kareem was on the same team. I just give you an example like that. They will always be in the game. And there will always be a threat to win a game because you got those 3 guys on one team. Look at Bill Russell. This man won 11 championships. You think he won it by himself? He won 11 championships with a stacked deck. This guy had multiple All-Stars, 5 of them at least, and they hogged up all the good players. No, but it's much better and competitive when. Now look, imagine if this was just Durant and James Harden, and they had a game like this. It'd have been more entertaining because it'd been more competitive. Every super team won championships in modern time, T. Remember that. You're going to have to always remember that. Starting from the Boston Celtics in 2008 and up, every super team has won the championship. Why is that? Why is it when super teams get together, they hold the league hostage for about 4 years or so, and they get to the finals every year? And they have a legit chance of winning all the time. They give you a hint. They have all the talent. That's why. Okay? So yeah, Celtics was loaded too. And what was the result of it? They won. But here's the difference, though. Those Celtics Hall of Famers was all drafted. They all developed on that team. You didn't know they was going to come what? It's not like Magic Johnson was on that team and Kareem, and they sat in a room and said, hey, let's all play together. They were all, at least they were all competing. You had Isaiah Thomas competing against them. You had Magic. Everybody had their own squad, and it was competing. That was competitive a little more. Nets down by 3. 3 minutes to go. Here we go. Still clutch time. In and out. For the Brooklyn Nets, nobody else should be touching the ball other than the big 3. They got to close this game out. Don't have no role players bail you out. You got 3 all-stars on this team. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. You close this game out. You be a man and you close this game out. (109 to 109 to 112). Ooh. Jumper is good for Kevin Durant. He got dirty. Yeah, that jumper from Kevin Durant was good. Kevin Durant is scoring in the 4th. He's showing up in the clutch. Yeah, nobody like no stacked decks, man. This is sports. We like to compete. I want to be the best by beating the best. Like Ric Flair said, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. What if the best is all on the same team? Then who's going to beat who to become the best? Like Floyd Mayweather. Why you think he don't get that much respect? Because he candy pick a lot of matches. Floyd never fought nobody in their prime. So people automatically, why you fighting this guy when he's old and beat up? You should be fighting this guy while he's in his prime. People want to see competitive basketball. People want to see competitive sports. I want competitiveness. I want mano on a mano. Who's better? Nobody want to get jumped. It's like it's like dudes getting into a fight and you get jumped by 20 guys and you was asking for the fair one, but he don't have enough heart to fight you one-on-one. He got to fight you with like 20 guys. It's not respectable at all. That's not even gangster, man. Real gangsters handle their own business. But I mean, some of these dudes, they don't get that. That's the problem with some of this generation and some of these cats. They want to do the stuff the sissy way. That's why all these rappers getting shot, because they're trying to be stuff they're not. They get caught slipping. 111 to 112. One minute to go. The Nets down by 1 point. Let's see if one of their big 3 can hit a clutch shot. Let's see if somebody got the cojones. All right? Let's see what you made of. No, I came up in the PJs. Anybody that come up in the PJs, you had to earn yours. No. If somebody violate or they disrespect, my uncle, my parents, get your ass back out there and do what you got to do. 113 to 111. Irvin trying to get free. Sexton denying him. Harden one-on-one with Nance. Low crossover. Woo! The tip by Kyrie Irving. We tied. Tied game. Tied up. Yeah, T is tied up. Woo! I told you, all the clutch players all the big 3 players got to show up for the clutch time. Brooklyn's up. Ooh, clutch. This is clutch moments. Oh, sorry, but it's still tied. My bad. It's still tied. 19 seconds to go. Everybody got that? 19 seconds to go. We need a clutch shot. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's going to happen. 19 seconds to go. Now it's time to separate the men from the boys. It's time to see who gets what. It's clutch time. This is the moment for the best players to get the ball. Okay, you got 19 seconds left, right? And the Cavaliers with the ball. So, 113 to 113, tie ball game. 30 points for Kyrie Irving, 30 points for Kevin Durant. Here's what you want to do. You only got 19 seconds left, so you don't want to kill much. They could hold on to the ball and send it to overtime. So what you want to do, I want to commit the foul. You know what? I try to make them pass the ball as much time to run on the shot clock. If they take a final shot, they miss. You make sure you get that rebound. Now you may not even have enough seconds to take the final shot to get the game winner, but what you could do is hold on to the ball and try to take this game into overtime. 19 seconds is, let's see. Uh-oh. Here you go. Irvin on him. Lost the handle. Harden got the ball. Good play. Look at that. Wow. Offensive foul for Kyrie Irving. Wow. Bad. Wow. Woo. Cavaliers choked that final moment. If you're the Cavaliers, you want to hold on to the ball and pass as much as you can. When the shot clock is running out, you take your shot. Okay? Then if you make it, fine, you win the game. If you don't make it, you go to overtime. They fucked up. And Kyrie Irving called with the charge. He fucked up too. Wow. What a play. It's an offensive foul because he got Colin Sexton in the chin. Cavs will get the ball now. Now they still have a chance of winning. They have 2 seconds. This game is going to go into overtime. Now let's see what's going to happen. Like Eminem said, palms are sweaty. Woo, that's that clutch moment. Don't you just love clutch situations when all the pressure in the world is on you and your hands are sweaty and it's do or die? I love those moments. I love them. Your heart is beating a little fast. I love it. I love that type of stuff. That's the type of basketball I like. Do or die. Woo. We got a good game. It may go into overtime. There's a couple seconds
Oh
left.
yeah, praise Kevin Durant. Praise your Brooklyn Nets.
It's gonna be good. It's a good one. It's a good one. You got jokes, Mike. You got jokes. Oh, they overturned the call. So it's not an offensive foul on Kyrie Irving. They're gonna jump the ball up. The offensive foul was overturned. So Kyrie Irving does not get hit with the offensive foul. Instead, they're gonna do a jump ball. Well, come on, guys, hurry up with this. Let me stop playing around. They're holding up the time of the game. You already overturned the call. So what the hell are you debating about now? Yeah, T, overtime. Yep, the OT test, baby. That's what it's all about. Yeah, so that's the thing. It's never over when you have a big three because you always got three big players that keep you in the game at all the time. And Joe Embiid with 36 points. So Joe Embiid got 36 points tonight, y'all. So they in a nail biter too. Boston and Philly is going at it. And Joe Embiid got 36 points. Still not too late to trade him for Kyrie Irving. Two good games and they coming down to the wire. Your Dallas Mavericks beat the Pacers, Michael. You know it. You know it.
Yo.
Yo, you seen what's going on here, man?
Yeah, I took a nap on those.
What?
Yeah. She's overtime.
Yep, overtime.
Mm-hmm.
They get their act together a little bit at least. But all they did was just pass the ball to their big three players. That's it.
Um, only way this would have worked, like if they like KD and Kevin Durant, they need uh a player like Clay Thompson, like
Yeah, no doubt. They need a. You mean a
Clay
catch and shoot
Thompson.
guy that can move without the ball?
Yeah, Clay Thompson.
Yep.
Clay. Let me see who else you got in the league. Like,
Still waiting for this OT to kick off.
is it?
Hold on for chemistry. Yeah, it looked better in the fourth, AK, but they still had to just go to somebody. They went to mainly Kevin Durant a lot and Kyrie Irving was the guys that was showing up in the fourth. So that's probably the guys that they want to be closing with.
Curry ain't passing shit. Damn.
Kyrie trying to get it, man. He trying to win this game.
I don't think this shit gonna work, man.
What happened?
I don't think it's gonna work because Kyrie not
Mm.
playing like a point guard.
Yeah, if that's the case, they can't work. They're gonna have to just let Kyrie go and trade him. 116 to 113 is the score. 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Sexton with the ball. They shouldn't be going to overtime against the Cavaliers. They should have put their foot on their neck from the beginning of the game. So this is not a game that you should be going to overtime with anyway. And here comes Jared Allen. Jared Allen got blocked by Kevin Durant, so I guess one hand washes the other.
I feel as I don't know. This is my opinion.
Kevin
I feel
Durant
as
scoring.
they should put the ball in.
Right.
I feel as they should put the ball in James Harden's hand and let him run the point.
No doubt. It's 118 to 113.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant is showing up in the clutch. You know, he did a lot of clutch plays
Hello?
from these last
You hear me?
in the fourth quarter, and now he's carrying overtime. So it's 118.
You don't think so, P? They should put the ball.
Say that again.
You don't think so, P? That
What?
they should let James run the point.
Oh, James Harden? Yeah, they
The
should let him.
Nets should let Harden. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. I was saying that a couple games ago. They should let him run the point. But it's at what cost though? At what expense? Because you can't get him to be James Harden no more. He can't start scoring that much. So that takes away from him a little bit. But he's a guy that got to make the sacrifice. You know. And yeah, Interstellar said he finally agreed with something that you said.
Oh man. Just say, listen. Just say you don't like competition and you don't want competition. That's all, man. That's all good.
Yeah. Hey, yo, T, I'm on it. Joe Embiid got 36 points. They balling over there too. I'm keeping track of both games.
Like, if you, I mean, what's the point of us watching basketball if we know automatically who's gonna win?
True that, yeah. That's when the competitiveness leads. 118 to 115. And here come Brooklyn. Kyrie. Kyrie shoots the ball off a foul. Oh, no, I thought it was a foul. Kyrie tried to draw the foul. Man, Kyrie's trying to be like Kobe Bryant out here, boy.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh yeah, I want to see a straight domination. Like,
That's a baby Kobe.
That's the only one to see.
Baby Kobe Bryant out there.
They want to see straight domination. You heard?
Word, I hear you. 3-point lead. Cavs messing up right now. Here comes James Harden with the ball. Interstellar said, if that's the case, why the Clippers didn't beat Denver?
Clippers ain't have no super team.
What's up?
I said Clippers ain't have a super team. What are you talking about? Clippers had a lot of.
That's right.
A lot of internal. The Clippers had a lot of internal issues, man. You know.
Oh yeah, them dudes was beefing in the locker room. I think that was that was Montrezl.
Yeah. And like not only that, before the season.
No doubt. James Harden with 10 and 6.
And not only that.
It's 120 to 117. Yeah, T, you right.
It's 120 up. And like not only that about the Clippers
Yeah,
was playing good before they ended the season, bro.
yeah, no doubt.
So who knows what would have happened if it was like a regular season, man? You know, like a real regular season. Who the fuck knows?
It's 120 to 120. Woo! Kevin Love with a clutch three. Yo, who? Kevin Love hit a clutch three. 40 seconds left. Brooklyn with the ball. Here come Harden.
Yo,
Harden.
Jeff Green just hit a three. Jeff Green just hit the three.
Oh yeah,
You
now
heard? Jeff Green just hit the
yeah,
three.
Green got the three. But before that, that was Kevin Love that hit it to tie it.
No, I know. My TV ahead of yours for some reason. I don't know. That's
Yeah, no,
weird.
I think it's the East Coast thing, man. They must be biased for East Coast teams. Jeff Green being clutch. James Harden with great point guard skills right there. Passing the ball. Now the old James Harden would have took that shot. I'm surprised he didn't look for his shot. I'm surprised by the sacrifice. I'm actually a little amazed by the sacrifice that James Harden is doing. I didn't know he could make that type of sacrifice. So
I
the fact that
mean,
he's willing to pass the
I
ball like
mean,
he had 10 assists, he's not looking for his shot like that. So I can't criticize him on that. I gotta give.
it's only, it's only one game.
Yeah,
You
true
got,
that.
you
That is true. He could always go back to his old habits. But I'm giving him props for this one game because
just,
he playing like a point guard. Who he passing the ball. He got 10 assists. He's not looking to score first. He's a pass first player in this game. And I never thought I'd be saying that about James Harden.
I don't know. We're gonna see.
No doubt. Yo, Zach, that Harden dribble was something nasty though. He got that nasty. He got the nasty handles where he get into that dribble mode. That's the dribble brothers, him and Kyrie Irving. Them dudes got handles though. And now it's a 1 point game with 24 seconds left. That's what I got so far. I don't know if anybody else ahead of me. All right. 21 seconds, 123 to 122. Anybody else got that same score? All right, T got it.
I don't know. Probably his ass off. You heard P?
What happened?
You see it, right?
Say that again?
Game Five just traveled his ass off.
Oh, he traveled?
Game Five just traveled.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, you're a
man.
little ahead of me then. Anybody? Yo, how many seconds you got left in the game? I got 18 seconds left. Who? 18 seconds.
18.3.
Yeah, 123 to 122.
Yep. 124.
Oh. 18.3 seconds left. All right. Oh, yo, Hoop, you actually call that. You said James Harden travel, and the announcers on here saying James Harden travel. So you called it before the announcers did. 124? Actually, 125 now. So shout out to Hoop. You called it. You said he traveled. You said he traveled before anybody else said it. Yeah. All right, looks like
Yeah, that's a damn travel.
Philly and the Sixers, they cooking too. That's a good game. That's still going. Yeah, you know it, T. I'm up on it as fast as the video gives it to me. But some of you guys are a little ahead of me. I think Coast a little ahead of them. A lot of guys on the Cavs were saying James Harden traveled. They were waiting for that call. Yeah.
That's good.
Right. Durant played 45 minutes tonight. James Harden 44. Kyrie Irving 43. So the big three been playing a lot of minutes tonight.
Yep.
Here come the Cavs. 124, 125. And they fouled Kevin Durant. Anybody farther ahead, or that's what you like seen? 9 seconds left. Brooklyn is up by one. Pass. Let's see. 125, 124 is your score. Some of you just coming in. That's the score so far. The Cavaliers giving the Nets all they can handle. Kevin Durant at the free throw line. He's gonna ice these free throws. He hits these free throws, it's game over. If they up by one, they be up by what, 3? Yeah, they'd be up by 3. So they're gonna have to hit a 3. Even if they get a 2, they still lose this game by 1. So they will only have 8 seconds to score and hit a 3 to try to tie this game. And here comes the Cavaliers.
That's good. That's good.
Oh my
I call
god.
that shit for even winning. I
Oh
said
my
that's good.
god. Yo,
I said that's. I called it before it even hit the net. It's good.
damn. Oh my god. What is this? This is nuts.
Told you that's good right there.
Bro, that's
Well, that shit
crazy.
even hit the net.
Oh my god.
Surprised he didn't get a foul.
Oh
I'm surprised
my
it wasn't a
god.
foul with it.
Yeah, but that's crazy
That was
though.
a foul too.
Colin Sexton coming up clutch. He's gonna send this game to a second overtime. Yo, what the hell is going
Bro, I
on
knew
here?
he was gonna make it.
What
I
happened?
knew he was gonna make it because I seen that nigga ain't. I knew that shit was going in because he ain't passed the ball.
Exactly.
He said, "Fuck that."
Yeah. The way he shot that too, that was crazy, man. What the hell is this? Second overtime against the Cavaliers?
You know this, P?
What's up?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Like these teams ain't just about to lay down for him.
Yeah, that's true.
They gonna play hard. Fuck you mean?
Dang. Man, this Cavaliers team giving it all they got. The Raptors must be happy a little bit. Now you've been rooting for the Cavs all season long to make the playoffs.
Cool.
Dude in the comment section, the Raptors. He was saying the Cavaliers going to make the playoffs. I don't see that happening, but still. Yeah, he's at least he's rooting for him. Second, damn, nut. Well, let me get my drink, man. That should have been younger. Overtime. You ever tried it? This is strawberry drink. Oh yeah, that's right. It tastes good. It tastes good though. Yeah, this is a good game. All right, thank you, Interstellar. We still got one more overtime to go. Hopefully, somebody close this out. Stop playing around, man. Somebody close this game out. I don't even care who wins. Just somebody close this damn game out. Yo, Raptor, why you so sold on the Cavs? What you like about the Cavaliers this year? That's right. The Nets do get 3 slots to fill. So if they smart, they could address their defensive issues. Go and get Lance Stevenson. He's from Brooklyn. He'd love to play for the Brooklyn Nets. And he play a little bit of D.
Nah, a little bit. He played a lot.
Huh? No, Lance
He
Stevenson, he do play
played a lot of
defense.
defense.
Yeah, he do, but I don't know if he's still
I
playing
he played
now.
a lot of defense.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. But
Yeah, he's
I
still playing.
don't know if he still do that now though. So I haven't seen the dude in a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's been playing in China for a whole year. So I don't know what's up with Lance Stevenson, but he was always a good defensive player. So maybe that's the guy you should pick up. Maybe he still got some left in the tank.
He's still young. Yeah.
What's up?
I said, yeah, like, he's still young.
Oh, no doubt. And now it's not that. It's just that, you know, it's against the Cavaliers for Christ's sake. If this was like the Lakers and the Nets, and it went to double overtime, it'd be a little different. But y'all can't close the Cavaliers out. The game should be over, man. The Nets treating the Cavaliers like they're ex NBA champions. Like they just went to the finals last year or something.
I like what I'm seeing about him.
He said, I like what I'm saying. Trevor Ariza will get bought out from what I heard. So you could pick him up. Andre Robinson. There's a lot of dudes you can pick up in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
They need some rim protection because they softer than cotton tissue in that paint. Even with AD in there, because AD's kind of soft in the paint. So a guy that's 7 foot, he's kind of soft sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Not AD, I'm sorry, KD, I meant. J.R. Smith, yep, J.R. Smith is still out there. Henny Smith. What up, Freddie? Kenneth Harris, what it do? Uh-oh, we got Cavalier fans come up in here. Cleveland's starting to get at me now.
Mm-hmm.
128 to 127. That's the score I got. I don't know if you guys have a different.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good.
Mm. Wait, yo, what score you got? Who?
131 and 127.
Oh, all right.
But Jackson about to take over this game. Watch this. I bet you he hit another three. Oh,
Dang.
man.
Lord have mercy. Look at that. 131 to 131 to 127. Colin Sexton doing that.
127.
I don't know, man. Maybe he just got left out, T. He played good defense. He should definitely get a roster spot.
Who?
Andre Robinson.
Man, he can't fucking shoot.
Yeah,
You
that
heard?
I'm talking about his defensive ability. He could at least get a spot just to play defense, rebound and defense.
You can't put three and big guys.
Oh yeah. All right,
Right or
Michael.
wrong?
You on the NFL tip already? NFL ain't to this weekend. Everybody pumped up for that Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady.
That's good. That's good. No,
Hey,
Pete, I told you he was going to hit another three, right?
yeah,
I told you Sexton was going to hit another.
you know why? He
He
getting
just
hot.
hit another one.
He getting hot. Well, yo, what score you got?
I got 134 to 127.
Oh yeah, you ahead. You definitely ahead him.
Because Sexton, bro, I told you Sexton just hit another three. I told you.
Jesus, yo, you see all these threes he hitting? Oh my
I
God,
told you he wanted another one.
yo, son, that three was from the parking lot.
My boy ain't playing tonight.
He ain't playing. He said, "The hell with that big three."
Yeah, he said none of them niggas got no heart.
Hey. Well, I hear you, T.
Watch this. He gonna hit one more three for the game is over.
Yeah, one more. Damn. Yeah, that's the one thing that don't show up on the stat sheet is determination and heart. There's no stat for that. And Colin Sexton is feeling it.
Kyrie's form is so pretty. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, with the handles too. Oh man, yo, Colin Sexton is cooking,
I
son.
told you.
He didn't hit that three, but he got that little
Another
dirt.
one? I told you he gonna hit another one. He just hit another one. I told you, P. He gonna hit another one.
Damn. 136, 131. Look at them boys come back. Yeah, I think Zach disappeared.
I told you he gonna hit another three. I told you that.
Oh my God,
He hit another one.
yo, he hit that three with Kevin Durant on him.
Mm-hmm.
Colin Sexton taking over this game, giving the Brooklyn Nets the business. This guy hit 4 3-pointers. One of the 3-pointers, Michael, with Kevin Durant guarding him. He's just hot. When somebody gets hot, they get hot. That's all determination and heart right there. No, he said, "Hey, they don't want to win. I take it."
Told you, P. He gonna hit another one, right?
Yeah, you was right, man. He on fire right now, so they ain't gonna be nothing. Can't do nothing to stop him now.
I called it out every time. Every
my
time he
God.
about to hit one, I said, "Yo, he about to hit another one."
Oh my God, yo, Hoop, are you seeing this? This dude hit a fadeaway three.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I told you, man.
He getting me pumped up, man. This conversation kid getting me pumped up. I like what I see.
You don't want to listen to me. I said, yo, he gonna hit a couple of threes, man.
Yo, who? You was calling it
Right
too.
wrong.
Yeah, you right.
Yup.
You must have known he was gonna feel it. He feeling it, bro. And now it's come contagious. So
You could tell.
Brooklyn Nets got no
Yo, you
edge.
could tell by his body language.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's an M1. That's a. You can tell by his body language. Ah man,
Yeah.
James Harden look like trash.
Yo, Interstellar. Colin Sexton is cooking this whole Brooklyn Nets team. I like the heart and determination. He's showing no fear.
Harden,
No fear. This kid got no fear. He don't care.
you can tell. Look. Yo, bro, you can tell the Brooklyn Nets ain't got no fucking heart, bro.
Yeah, the dude got no heart. Colin
You
Sexton
see
look
they
like
hot?
he just put on them Jordans and he said, "Let's go." Holy shit!
Who the fans at the game? Those fans?
Raptor, you got this one. Raptor gets the game ball of the night. You was rooting for the Cavs the whole time.
Are these fans at the game, P? Are these fans at the game?
Yeah, they're allowed to have some, not a lot. Only like give or take
What?
like 10 or 15 people in the crowd. If they do the same thing for football games, you're allowed to have some fans. Yeah, you're allowed to have some fans. You just not you can't have a lot though.
So they probably allowed like 50 people.
Yeah, there's not that much. And some of them are like close friends to some of the players. So you gotta get that little extra treatment to get in there. It's not like regular fans. Man, yo, Zach, you ain't lying. Colin Sexton possessed by Michael Jordan. That's what Zach said. He found his inner Mike tonight.
Man, I didn't find his inner Kyrie. He said,
Yep.
man, Kyrie, I'm about to show you, feel me? And he got that number 2 on. He on a Cavaliers Kyrie. He on an old Kyrie fit.
Oh yeah, that's right. He take his good game, man. Good game. That's a wrap. That's over with. Bye Brooklyn. They lose a double overtime game to Colin Sexton that flipped on him. Texas Laker fans say, "Oh, you jumping up and down, huh?" He said the Nets going to beat the Lakers with that defense. Then he starts laughing. So he's jumping up and down right there. A bunch of Laker fans are happy about this. Yeah, that was a good show out though. I really admired what he did, man. He showed me some heart. I like that. I said somebody gonna have to take this game over, and he did. So, hey, yo, Trucker, you see them highlights? Just watch what Colin Sexton did in the second overtime. Actually, leading to the second overtime? He started the first 3 at the end of the first overtime, and that's what pushed him over the edge. He just started cooking. He just started smoking that ass. Kevin Durant tried to guard him, couldn't do nothing with him. Kevin Durant just put a hand in his face like he was scared. Yo, don't you notice that about Kevin Durant? Sometimes if a dude get hot, it's like he's scared to guard him.
Man, he looks super trying to play defense.
Like whenever a dude get hot, Kevin Durant backs off.
He ain't trying to get exposed, man.
Word. So Mike say Kevin Durant is a bitch. Okay. But man, I'm about to be out of here. Yo, Hoop. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm about to be out of here. So we're about to be out of here pretty soon. Zach showing the mad face emojis. Maybe next time, Zach. Maybe next time. You know what I'm saying? You about to get up out of here, man. Colin Sexton, you asking? Well, let me give a quick rundown real quick, man. Before we get up. Hold on. All right. Let's give a quick rundown. James Harden. Hold on. Kyrie had 37 points. Kevin Durant had 38. All right. Yo, Bistro, the Nets lost. Colin Sexton was cooking them. He got hot. Colin Sexton was busting that ass. So, all right. Colin Sexton had. Oh, damn. Colin Sexton had 42 points. He cooked the whole team. That double overtime was enough. That double overtime was a full ass whooping. What's up, Gillian? What's up, Bistro? Zach? Colin Sexton showed a lot of heart in that double overtime. He was playing with no fear. This guy was hitting threes on Kevin Durant. He wanted it, He looked like he had 60. He had 42, so he was cooking. He definitely was cooking, man. Shout out to Hoop Facts in a live stream that showed up. But yo, he was cooking. This game should hopefully put the Brooklyn Nets on notice to let them know you can't come here sleeping. You're gonna have to put your foot on everybody's neck, take everybody serious. Because people show up, they want to win. And that's exactly what happened. They lost. Yeah, they out hustled them with better effort. They attacked the glass. They wanted it more. And whenever it comes down to hustle or who wants it more, it just comes down to who still has that need and that want to win. And Colin Sexton was a man possessed. Nets still have defensive issues that need to work out. So, well, what can I say, man? They got cooked. That big three wasn't enough. But they had several opportunities to close this game out and still couldn't close them out. So that's on the Brooklyn Nets. Yep. And they took too long to get James Harden involved. Even though James Harden had like 11 assists, you're taking James Harden away. You're taking James Harden away from doing what he does best, which is trying to score. So they got to figure out something. This Kyrie Irving and James Harden thing, they got to figure out something. They have to figure out something because even if James Harden makes sacrifices, that may not be what they need to win. They need somebody a big three that accommodate each other a little more. Yeah, I think they will work something out to get it better. They got 2 to 3 roster spots depending on the money. So they could definitely go out there and get somebody to help them out a little more. Kevin Durant was definitely clutch in several moments, but he ran out of steam. And he couldn't stop that young bull. They call him the young bull, Colin Sexton. Now I know why. Okay? He had all the fight in him. He just wouldn't quit. So, which was a good thing. It was good to see all of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gillian, you're starting to sound like Raptor. Because Raptor's saying the Cavaliers going to make the playoffs. You happy, huh? You happy the Cavaliers won? Look at all these people here, man. Everybody happy the Cavaliers beat the Nets. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it was good. No doubt, Zach. Same to you, man. We had fun time, man. It was a good game, nevertheless. It went to double overtime. It took 2 overtimes for them to beat them. And, they fought. The Cavaliers didn't give up. You know. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's different. The Raptors on here, Gillian, he thinks the Cavaliers could make the playoffs. You know, so you say they have a chance. That's a big difference. But this was a good game, man. This is how a game's supposed to be. What's good, man? Oh, so he came back out. He said Raptors suck. Nah, the name of his name is the Raptor. He's a Raptors fan. So, what's up, Gillian?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. I know you enjoyed this game. Hey, yo, Tay, can you hear me? Okay, I got both of y'all in. I got Hoop Paxton and Gillian. What's up, man? Now,
What's shaking?
tell me,
What's shaking?
what y'all thought about this game? I'm gonna let Gillian say what he needs to say. So, what you thought about this game first?
Cleveland just out hustled Brooklyn from the start, getting loose balls, moving the ball, pushing the pace. You know, Dorian Prince hit big shots. Colin Sexton was harder than the sauna in overtime. Also, double overtime. I'm sorry. Also, the fact that the Nets didn't really carry with the basketball. They didn't hustle back on defense, and Brooklyn and also Cleveland killed them with transition baskets. So that's my analysis.
Yep. But it was a good game nevertheless. Yo, didn't Colin Sexton look like a man possessed? And yo,
Tony-
he was right as hell on that. Hoop was like, he gonna hit another thing. He gonna hit another thing. And he kept hitting.
Right.
He kept hitting.
His jump shot was falling. He had the golden touch.
Yeah. He was ready, man. He came the ball.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Hoop?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You know, man, I was happy they won, man. You know.
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
You called it too. You called it right on point.
I'm just kind of mad. You know, the Brooklyn Nets ruined the season.
Yeah.
All this bullshit, you know.
Yeah. Okay, Gillian or Hoop?
Yes.
Do y'all think this James Harden and Kyrie experiment gonna work? Because you seen how James Harden had to stop being James Harden. So
It's gonna take him time, though. It's gonna take him time. I don't think it'll work this year, but I think next year it will work, though. I don't think this is gonna work, but next year I think it can.
Okay. And you think which one you think needs to make the sacrifice the most? Because whenever you have a big three, there's no question about it. Somebody got to make a sacrifice.
It's tough, man. If I had to guess, I'm going to say Kyrie, because like you said, James Harden has to play his game though at the same time. You saw in this game, he never really got into a rhythm. So I think Kyrie may have to sacrifice.
What about you, Hoop? You probably just say just trade his ass. You know,
Honestly,
Word.
honestly, I don't know who should sacrifice besides KD.
Right.
But I will say this: James Harden is supposed to be running the point.
Right.
I can say that much.
I hear that.
Actually, both of them guys are supposed to be sacrificing. To be honest,
Right.
I agree though, because both cannot be in each other's head. You have to take turns winning over, put their stamp in the game. Because you saw in this game, 1 minute Bryant's trying to take over, another minute Kyrie's trying to take over, another minute Harden's trying to take over. You need somebody who's
What up,
willing
man?
to play this style of play. You know what I mean? And take smart shots. There's so many counter shots who took contested shots, right?
I hear that. Man. All right, so they got 2 roster spots. Gillian, who you think they should pick up?
If I were Brooklyn, Here's what they should have done. Why didn't you get PJ Tucker? Why didn't you get him? PJ Tucker would fit on this team because he can defend and he can hit the 3-point shot. You could have gotten PJ Tucker. Or you could get, this is still possible. You never know. They could get JaVale McGee because he's a guy that can talk the thing. Because you saw in this game, Jared Allen was getting a lot of pick and roll lobs and offensive boards.
Yeah.
So if I were Brooklyn, the players you could use, JaVale McGee, you try to get PJ Tucker if you
Mhm.
can, and maybe a Lance Stevenson. That's my thing. That's my guess.
Okay. I hear that. You know, good game nevertheless, though, man. Did y'all check out the Boston and
Oh
76?
yeah, I did. I watched that game. And B was killed them in the post, getting a lot of free throws. Boston. This is the thing I have with the Celtics. They have talent, but they don't have IQ. That's the thing. And they
Right.
had. I know there was some bad fouling. I mean, some bad fouls. There's some silly fouls. Like I'm seeing you getting pulled down by Bryson multiple times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. That was good. How much did Embiid finish with? Because when I was looking, he had like
42. Yeah, 42.
42. Okay, damn. Hey, yo, who you feeling? I'm Joe Embiid. What you think of him?
Man, I don't think Philly doing shit.
Yeah, he's not gonna go far, man. I say second round. That's it.
Like, come on, man. Like, what are they gonna do? You
Right.
know, shit.
Tobias
Same
Harris played
shit.
well. Right? Tobias Harris played well too, by the way.
Mm,
What you got doing, P?
really. I'm feeling it. Damn. All right. Yo. All
Mhm.
right. All right. So, who your team is the Clippers. Um, and Gillian, what is your team? You never told
I'm
me
a
what.
Knicks fan. Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot you're Knicks fan. You're in the same boat with me, man. We just
Hmm.
gonna have to we got to take L's for a couple years. You
Yeah,
know.
no.
All right, what you think of the Clippers giving the Lakers a challenge? Now, they by far probably the biggest challenge coming out the West.
I
So,
agree. They are the biggest challenge in the West. They are. Here's what I think. I don't think the Clippers are going to beat the Lakers due to the fact of Paul George Lou Will factor. But I do think they can give the Lakers some trouble in the West because they do have some depth. But here's the thing. Can Ty Lue's system work in the playoffs? That's my question. Can Kawhi Leonard show leadership like he did in, you know what I mean? Can
yeah,
PG and Lou Will, Batum, Bernard, Reggie Jackson step up in the bright moment? Ibaka's gonna play well. I think Ibaka's gonna block shots. He's gonna hit the pick and pop. He'll play well.
okay,
Kawhi, I think Kawhi will play better, but Kawhi needs to show that he's that guy like he was in Toronto. That is my
I
question.
mean,
Hmm.
like you can say that, but at the end of the day, what people don't really realize is that the Lakers are in trouble when they play the Clippers. You want to know why? Because LeBron James always gets his ass locked up when he go against Kawhi Leonard.
That is kind of true, but that is
So
true.
how the Lakers? So how are the Lakers gonna get past the Clippers without LeBron playing like LeBron?
But here's
That's
the
not
thing.
happening.
Here's the thing. I think LeBron's gonna step up in that series because he loves attacking the rim, and you have to understand this too.
He,
No, listen.
bro, they
You have to understand the officiating. You have to understand the referee's going to play a factor to this. Okay, so they're going to give him some calls. And here's the thing: other than Ibaka, who's going to reach AD? Did you think about that?
okay. Who's gonna guard Kawhi and PG?
Dude, Paul George is one of the most inconsistent players in the NBA. So what are you talking about?
I mean, bro, like not when he's healthy,
It doesn't matter if he was hurt. Everybody is hurt, man. Like, don't use injuries as an
bro.
excuse.
Oh, wait,
Don't.
I mean injuries, bro. Injuries play a big part of
Uh,
basketball.
of,
When the man is healthy, he show up. That's all I can say about him.
I mean, you can have that opinion all you want. All I'm saying is that he has to just step up. That's all I'm saying.
bro. Like when he's healthy, he steps up when healthy.
So if he plays bad, okay, I want to ask you something. If he plays bad this year, what's the excuse going to be now? If he plays bad this year,
I mean, he just played bad, but he don't
so
play
that
bad when I'm saying, bro. When he's listen, when PG is healthy, he played good. He played like he played like
I,
how he's supposed to play.
dude. Kawhi Leonard, and let's listen in the 2019 playoffs. Okay, Kawhi Leonard had knee injuries, quad injuries, and leg injuries. Okay, and
Wait,
both
wait, wait, wait. We
into
talking about
the
no,
first
no,
game.
bro, no. Kawhi didn't get injured that playoffs until the Bucks
Yes, he
series.
did. He had a quad
Wait,
injury, injuries.
wait. I know he didn't get
I
re-injured until the Bucks series. I'm a Kawhi fan. I know he didn't get injured until the Bucks series.
okay, but he wasn't healthy. That's all I'm trying to say. He wasn't
No,
healthy.
he was 100% healthy all the
What
way
are you
up until
talking
the
about in
Bucks
that series?
series.
All right, but I said the whole playoffs. So what are you talking about? How is he healthy the whole playoffs? It's a two
I
playoffs.
said, bro, he was 100% healthy all the way up until the Bucks series. That's when he got injured.
Okay, but my point I'm trying to say is that injuries are yes, injuries play a factor, but it's also the way you play sometimes. That's what I'm trying to say. All I'm saying is that Paul George has to play with confidence and has to take smart shots. That is all I'm saying. Okay? I'm not. There's no excuses for Paul George this year. I'm not going to give him a pass because you
No,
paid.
I'm saying for this year, yeah, bro. But I mean, but when you have two shoulder injuries, bro, that's a whole different thing, bro.
I mean, if you're hurt, then sit out. If you're not gonna, if you're hurt, then sit out. Because as long as you're on the court, you're 100% to me. As long as you're on the court, as long as you're on the court, you got to help out your team out. Look at Kevin Durant. The dude has an Achilles, and look what he's doing,
I mean, he's fully healed, bro.
bro. He has an Achilles. Like, come on, you think it's easy to play with an Achilles? Like, how do you know that? So, what my point I'm trying to say is that I'm not going to use injuries as an excuse for playing bad. If you're hurt, then sit out. That's what I'm saying. If you're hurt, sit out. As long as you're on the court, give production.
Well, all I can say is, every time he played the Lakers, he cooked the Lakers. That's a fact.
That's regular season. Let me see that in the playoffs. I don't care what he does in the regular season. I got to see this in the postseason.
We'll see.
All right, come back to me when the Clippers don't win. That's all I can say. And if they don't win, I don't want to hear excuses. That's all I can say.
Kawhi Leonard's gonna expose LeBron James.
I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm not a LeBron fan, but I don't see it. Man. I just don't believe in the Clippers, man. I don't think they have the personnel. So,
I don't know, man. We'll see.
all right.
All right, yo, we got any more games on right now or no?
Yes, the Suns
Um,
and Rockets on ESPN. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to put the Clippers game on.
Clippers play today?
Yeah, they're playing the
Yeah.
Kings.
That's today. I thought that was tomorrow.
Oh, today they're going to beat the Kings. Let's be honest. The Clippers are
Oh,
going to beat the Kings.
yeah, I know that. But I thought that game was yesterday though. No,
Hmm.
I do like when they play against the Kings though, because it's fun to watch.
That
The
is true.
Kings be going at them a little bit. I mean, I know they're not a better team, but at least make it competitive though.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, man. So Gillian, you got the Lakers going to the finals, right?
Yes,
Okay. And what's your team you got coming out the East?
Nets. I think the Nets will come out the East, but it won't be easy. The only team that can beat the Nets in the East is the Heat. Now, I don't see the Celtics doing it because Boston doesn't have IQ. Philadelphia doesn't have the personnel. Milwaukee, the Bucks. I don't believe in Giannis consistently in the playoffs. I don't believe in Middleton in the playoffs. So, and the Raptors didn't do much in the postseason. So, if we're just being honest, the only team in the East that can beat Brooklyn is really Miami because Miami has the wing defenders and they have the dribble penetrators. I got
Wait.
what?
Um, Gillian, I'm gonna say this. I think, actually, Milwaukee they have a chance against Brooklyn because they have nobody to guard Giannis.
No, they have a chance. I just don't think they'll win. It's Chris Middleton gonna step up. I mean, Drew Holiday's a good defender, but
You know,
Drew Holiday's a good defender.
because
Kyrie's an explosive scorer.
against against a team like Miami and like against a team like Miami, I don't think the Bucks stand a chance because they got bodies to throw at Giannis. They can build a wall. The Nets, oh my God, they weak. Giannis is gonna run right through them as he should.
I mean, he should, but
Nah, he
we'll just have to
will.
wait and see, though. And here's the
No, he
thing.
will. They don't have
And
no
here's the thing.
bodies.
Middleton. That's what you need to understand. Chris Middleton and Brooke Lopez, are they going to be consistent? That's the thing. I don't know,
I
and that's
mean,
going to happen.
well, last year Chris Middleton was very consistent.
No. What were you watching? No, he was up and down versus Orlando and up and down
I
versus
think he
Miami.
averaged like 25, right?
That's numbers. You gotta watch eye test. You can't just look at stats because that can be misleading sometimes. Because sometimes certain games can make your numbers look better than what it is, but you can't just look at numbers all the time. You gotta when when someone scores. You know what I mean? You can't look at stats all the time.
I mean, yeah, you're right because LeBron James is a stat pattern.
Which he is. He is. I know he is.
Russell Westbrook is a stat pattern. James Harden.
Which he is. Oh yeah.
Yo, bro. Oh, I hate that shit so bad. Like bro, they be about 20, 30, like late in the fourth, and they still in the game.
Fast.
Try to score. Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro.
hmm It's sad, man. But here's another one. Another guy who kind of underperforms in the playoffs, if we're just being honest. And I know you're probably going to disagree with me, man. Is Dame and CJ. Listen, I know Dame has hit game-winning shots. I get that. But let's look at Dame with eye test, okay? The dude shoots 40% in the playoffs, okay? If you take away the game-winning shots, he's 1 in game time or go ahead shots other than the buzzer beaters. Okay, and again, I know he's played great teams. I get all that, but in the 2019 playoffs, you have to consider that Durant did not play in that series, Boogie did not play in that series, Iggy played outside under 40%, and the Blaze swept or more in games 2, 3, and 4. That's my thing. If we're just being honest about the Blazers, Dame and CJ are not that good in the postseason if you just use the eye test, and they just don't defend.
I mean, I don't really pay dudes like Dame and CJ, bro. I don't expect much from them.
Wait, what you say?
I don't expect much from Dame and CJ.
That's my point because they can score, but they don't have IQ and they don't defend. That's what people don't seem to understand, though.
I don't expect much from them. I give them a pass. Like they're not
Well,
top
I'm
five
not.
plays.
I don't give them a pass. I don't.
No, I don't because they're not top five players in the NBA. That's why.
It don't matter if you're top five or not. It matters about your production. That's what I'm saying. I don't care if you're top five or not. I care about can you get it in the biggest moments. Though. That's all I'm saying.
The Dame is inconsistent. He show up when he wants to.
Dude, Dame is up and down the playoffs too, man. Be honest.
I know. I said he's inconsistent. He show up when he wants.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
He show up sometimes, but it's consistent. I mean,
That's
inconsistent. You right?
same thing with CJ and Mello. Same thing with CJ and Mello. Yeah.
See, Melo, I don't expect nothing from Melo at this point in his career. You feel me, bro? Like, what are we expecting from Melo, man?
No, I love Mello. Melo's a beast. I'm just saying he doesn't elevate his game in the postseason.
Yeah, he's not the Melo of old no more.
Yeah. Hey, my
You
phone's
the
about to die, so I'll talk to you guys later. Okay.
Alright, bro.
All right, Gil.
You,
Have a good one, bro.
you too, man.
All right, peace. All right, yo, who?
Yep.
I was talking to Shorty talking to Wifey real quick.
You about to take it in?
Well, what y'all was cooking on though? What y'all was talking about?
Nah, he's talking about players not showing up in the playoffs. He
Well,
thinks the Lakers are going to beat the Clippers, which I don't think so.
well, okay. All right. So yeah, man.
I don't
I'm
think
about to
that's
hit up.
happening.
Word. I mean, we all want to see it. It's a matchup everybody want to see. So hopefully we get it this year. But yeah, I'm about to be out of here.
All right.
All right.
You already know, bro. Be safe,
Uh,
man.
all right. Now you too, brother. We catch you on the next one.
All right.
Uh, all right. They would have to rely on their big three for that. And I'm about to get up out of here. So give my shout outs, man. Shout out to Hoop Fact, shout out to Gillian, shout out to B. Richardson, shout out to the Raptor, shout out to Zach, shout out to T, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If I missed your name, shout out to Beasto, shout out to everybody. If I missed your name, I catch you on the next one, man. There's a couple more people in here that I forgot to mention. Oh, Ryan Johnson, everybody. You guys have a good one. I catch y'all on the next one. Peace, keep it 3,000 and be safe. I'm out.